The dataset name field will be specified according to the name of the file being processed. The name itself may be a maximum of 44 bytes long. It consists of a series of qualifiers which are no longer than 8 bytes each, separated by periods. As we have observed previously, in this case the two examples would be sys1.linklib and prod.payroll.database. The disposition parameter is initially a bit confusing for people new to JCL. However, it is simply a vehicle to direct the system as to what to do with the dataset when the step completes processing. In general, the simple rule is that whenever the initial status of the dataset is when the job began, is the same status it will revert to when the job ends, if no parameters have been coded. So, if the dataset existed when the job started, then by default it will continue to exist when the job ends. If the dataset did not exist when the job started, then by default it will be deleted when the job ends. From this interpretation, we can see that we have choices about overriding those defaults by specifying whether a dataset should be kept or deleted. The status values indicate whether the dataset should be shared with other jobs or whether exclusive use is required. Share is the only option that allows sharing. New indicates that the dataset is being created. Old indicates it already exists but is being exclusively used. And mod indicates that it is being exclusively used to append data to the end of the current dataset. In addition, we have the option to specify a different disposition processing to occur in the event the job abnormally terminates, for example, crashes. Looking at these examples, the first set of parameters would indicate that the dataset is new. We wish to catalog it upon completion, and we want to delete it if our job crashes. Note that cataloging a dataset is simply telling the system to track where the dataset is in one of its system files. The second example indicates that we wish to share the dataset but have no special disposition processing required. Since the dataset must already exist, then it will continue to exist when the job ends. The third example indicates that the dataset exists and we wish exclusive use of it. However, when we are done processing, we want it to be deleted. And the fourth example indicates that we wish to add data to the end of an existing dataset by using the disposition mod. Additional parameters discussed in the next clip are only required when we are creating new datasets.